Hello everybody! Today's topic is minor scales. And if you want to get a blank piece of paper, we're going to start with drawing the circle of fifths. So here we go. Go ahead and draw the circle like we've done in class. Because what we're going to see is how the minor scales and minor keys ultimately are derived from major scales. Okay, great. So to build the minor scales, what we call the relative minor, there's a whole set of minor keys that have the same key signature as our major scales. We start basically 3 hours away from C. So you can think of going to California from Michigan. We'll start A minor, goes with C. So the whole clock shifts 3 hours, and we simply keep the same order as we go around. So this will be E, B, F sharp. You can see I'm writing lowercase. Generally, minor keys are lowercase. C sharp. You'll see we don't use D flat because this is a sharp key, so the most logical choice is to use sharps. Same with when we get to B, we say G sharp minor or A flat minor. This one we can, this one we don't. So D sharp or B flat minor, A sharp or B flat minor. Keep going, 3 spots away here is F, C, G, and D. So here are our relative minors. So for minor keys, we have a couple different ways we can relate minor to major. The first is by what we call relative. This is relative minor. And it's a relative because it shares the same key signature, right? They're right next to each other. C major, A minor, same key signature. We've also got this interesting relationship of C major over here to C minor. C major has no sharps or flats. C minor has 3 flats. We call this a parallel. This is the parallel minor because it shares the same tonic. It has the same starting note, but it has different key signatures. So those are just a couple different differentiations about the 2 minors. All right, so if you want to get your staff paper, now let me just erase this, and we'll write some of the scales now, how they go together. So let's actually start with, let's write G major so that we can see a little bit how scales are derived and how the pitches change. So G major, go ahead and write it like that. And let's write in the solfege. And G major has 1 sharp, so we're going to sharp that F sharp. And we're going to write in scale degrees, just because I'll be using this terminology and it'll make a little more sense. And we get back to do. So we're going to write the parallel minor, so we're going to write G minor. Remember, parallel minors share the same tonic. So parallel minor, and we have some changes in the pitches. The solfege we use is do, re, mi. You can see the third degree is lowered in minor. We say me instead of mi. Fa, sol, lay. We say lay instead of la because the scale degree 6 is lowered. And te. We say te instead of ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, lay, te, do. So there's 3 scale degrees that are lowered to create the parallel minor. We have a flatted scale degree 3, a flatted scale degree 6, and a flatted scale degree 7. And this is what we call natural minor. This is one of the forms of minor. G natural minor. So I'm going to make a break here now. We're going to build out the other 2 forms of minor so you can see how those go. But first, I'm going to just play you. You've probably all heard a major scale, right? G natural minor. We have mi, fa, sol, lay, te, do. Let me sing that again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, lay, te, do. So you can hear that, how that solfege plays out. So the other form, you'll be writing 2 other forms of minor for your assignments this week. And we're going to do G minor. It's called harmonic. And both of these forms are derived from natural minor now. So just keep that in mind. We're going to keep many of the things the same with a few alterations. So G natural minor. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, lay, ti, do. So the big one that's different for harmonic minor is we have a raised 7th degree. So it's exactly like natural minor, but with a raised 7th degree. And it has this really interesting, almost exotic sound. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, lay, ti, do, ti, lay, sol, fa, mi, re, do. This interval. It's a very unusual interval, and they talk about this in the book. Lay to ti, this is an augmented second. So they take the degree of the second and make it a little bit wider. And it just creates a really interesting sound for G harmonic minor. All right, and then the other form of minor we'll be working with is melodic. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And melodic minor has a really interesting principle. This is melodic minor ascending, and one of the tricks about melodic minor is that it changes on the way down. So let's actually, you can just continue in your staff. I'm going to try to squish mine all in once. It's going to be a little smaller. Let's do the whole form of it. I'll have to be a little smaller. And I knew I'd run out of room, but that's okay. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So the 6th and 7th degree are raised on melodic minor on the way up. And then on the way down, we lower them back to their original position. Do, te, so we're going to put a natural sign, lay, and then all the rest is the same. Fa, sol, fa, me, re, do. So, but the 6th and 7th are our only real concern here. So the 6th and 7th are lowered on the way down. So melodic minor is a really interesting sound. Let me go ahead and play melodic minor. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So different on the way up than on the way down. All right, great. So the homework for this week is assignment 7.2, letters A and C, and then all of workbook assignment 7.4, where you'll be writing your own composition in melodic minor.